comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Um, let's talk about it. All right, so we got Kyrie Irving. You know, they was going hard on him with the post from Amazon about who's the real Jews, and in that, and he clipped it. He put a link on it on his Twitter, and somebody looked at it and went crazy, and then the owner of the Nets, I think he's the owner of the Nets or the GM of the Nets, um, tweeted out against it. And then soon as the owner or the GM did that, a snowball effect happened. Before we get into the 500K and the alleged apology people are saying, um, I want to address people who say you cannot you cannot tweet something, or you can't tweet something that you watched and not say anything. There's no caption, and you can't do that. And that means that you um, support everything in that documentary or book that you posted. Let's talk before we get into the alleged apology and 500K for the hate speech that they did, that they put together. Let's talk about that. Now, I want y'all to understand this. You can post something and say, this is a good read, this is a good documentary, because that's what it was. Excuse me. Um, you're allowed to do that and let people come to their own conclusion when they actually read the book or watch it. There's no crime in that. As you see, they know there's no crime in that, and they keep screaming anti-Semitic, anti-Semitic. But he didn't leave a caption. He just posted a link, like people do every single day on Twitter. Do you know how many links are posted on Twitter every single day? A whole bunch of links. Linked to all sorts of things. So now you got to ask yourself, who was on Kyrie's Twitter had enough power to call or tag or send to the higher ups that's in the NBA and that's on the Nets? Who did that? Who was following Kyrie like that to even care? Ask yourself that. Who was so snooping on Kyrie's page and start crying? Who was it? Because none of us cared. So who had the nerve to just watch his channel and then get mad? That's very odd. That's very odd. And you're crying about a post that people, you're crying about a link that's from Amazon. Oh, you hurt our feelings. What? It's a link from Amazon. I'm allowed to say I this is a good read for my people, my community. I'm allowed to say that. What are you so mad about? Well, I don't agree with certain things inside of it. You don't have to agree with it. That's fine. What they got to do with me and my link? What if he posted a Jeffrey Dahmer link from Netflix? Then what? You're gonna have the LGBTQ community. Kyrie don't like us. Kyrie want us dead. Do you see what type of world we live in, man? Everybody wants to play a victim role in some way, sort. You hurt my feelings. What are you talking about? Like, you are you serious? So what you saying? You don't like us? What? I need you to clarify. I don't have to clarify nothing. It's just a link. Watch it or don't watch it. What are you talking about? Do you agree with this part? Bro, if you don't get away from me. So, you know, it's very sad. that we live in this cancel culture, or I'm a bully you culture, because that this is a bully culture, you know. Cancel culture is mostly a bully culture. And you know, the NBA is out here bullying people to and make believe in something that was never said. Well, we don't like this documentary, but I do. So that means that you agree with everything in it. I never said a word about what I believe or not. I just think this is a good documentary. What's the problem? It's anti-Semitic, man. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Trying to attack people and bully people because they're looking at something that's on Amazon. And if you notice, they will not bring up Amazon. Don't let them rock you to sleep. Notice they won't say anything about Amazon presenting this to the public. They totally skip over it every time. Notice when Kyrie said, "Why y'all tripping over this?" When I post a lot of other things, you don't say anything. I've been posting about other stuff. Y'all don't care. Well, you post about Alex Jones. I didn't post about Sandy Hook, Alex Jones. I posted about a quote. It's in America, which I believe is true. What's the problem? See, we live in a world where people think they can just hold on, charge you for this, and then they'll try to charge you for that, and then they'll try to charge you for this because they disagree. But then when you throw it back on them, they really ain't got no answer for you, you know. So it's kind of sad that you know they're going to use their power to try to bully somebody into something that was never there. He never said he agreed with this that part of the documentary, that part. He just said it's a good listen. And he didn't even say it. He just posted it like, look, we have they got a documentary on something I believe in. That doesn't mean I agree with everything. When I watch a documentary, I don't agree with everything. But I still would recommend the documentary. Like, yo, this is a good documentary. Check it out. When I watch documentaries, I don't agree with everything, or certain things I'm suspicious of. Like, maybe I. We know this is somebody else's point of view. Like, you do know documentaries is somebody else's point of view, right? These are other people's thoughts and assessments. So when you got Shaq and Charles Barkley up there talking mess about Kyrie and calling him out his name, and Kyrie just like listen to other people. When you read articles and books and documentaries, that's all from other people. History is written by other people. But you know, that that's just another video, I guess, for another day. But I'm here to say, it's crazy, man. We live in a crazy world, bro. So now we got the Twitter thing out the way. Now they come out, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I was at work, and I'm like, once he talked to whoever he need to talk to, they're gonna see that this thing is fake. This anti-Semitic thing is fake. The outrage is fake. I'm at work thinking about it. Like, they're not, because they calling for his job. They want him fired. They want him suspended. And I'm like, once he talked to whoever he need to talk to, they're gonna see his cap. Like, the media did this on purpose. It's bullshit. They had people come to the game and troll him, knowing that he didn't say a word. Or you're supporting a movie. No, you don't like what's in a movie, and you're allowed to do that. I didn't say anything about what part I like or didn't like. I didn't say anything. I just posted something, and you can either watch it or don't. That's it. It's kind of crazy, man. It was kind of crazy to see that. But let's get back. So, Kyrie Irving and the Nets agreed after going to that. I think it's called ADL, anti something, whatever the hell it is. So they go speak with the ADL people, and they come to a resolution that Kyrie Irving and the Nets pay 500K each. Listen to this. Listen how crazy this is. Kyrie Irving and the Nets pay 500K each to anti-hate organization. An anti-hate speech organization. Now nobody knows. I ain't gonna say nobody, but what is that? An organization for hate speech, bro? A lot of people is confused about this, but that is the resolution to this problem. And Kyrie came out and said the same thing. I'm gonna tell you, go look for yourself. For the people that said, "Oh man, he copped out. They broke him, man. They broke him." No, they didn't break anything, bro. He stood by it like he said he would. He said it in the press conference. I'm not changing my mind. I'm allowed to search for knowledge from every ethnicity group. I'm not here to step on anybody's toes. I'm not divisive. I don't come off trying to tell somebody what to believe. I'm gaining knowledge from everybody and everywhere. And that's the same thing in his statement. I understand that my tweet might have caused a crazy uproar because somebody snooping on my page. He didn't say that though. But whatever. And that's not my intent. I would That's not my intent to the Jewish people that's upset. That's not my intent. My intent is just learning from all walks of life. I am a human trying to learn. That's all I'm doing. It's learning. Me and my family, we meant no harm to whoever felt whatever it is. That ain't my intent. I'm a human being learning the light, learning the truth, and learning the truth and the light. That's all I'm here. That's all I'm doing. And that's what he said. But he said that in the press conference too already. And they wanted to try to blow it up because that's what they paid him to do, is to harp on something and blow it out of proportion, and then have other people attack you everywhere. It's sad, but Kyrie stood his ground. Kyrie stood his ground. It was sad to see a lot of these black, people target Kyrie, knowing he didn't say anything, knowing he didn't say what parts he liked and parts he didn't like. He didn't say anything, and they're on TV talking about him like he did something wrong. Well, he need to educate. No, I don't need to educate anything, bitch, because I didn't tell you what I liked. I didn't tell you what I didn't like or what liked about the movie. We all watch stuff and say, you know what, this movie fire. That don't mean we agree with everything. We just, in the totality, it's a good read. It's a good documentary. For those black people like Chuck and Shaq and that lady, what's her name? I forgot her name. I think it's Malika. Who else? Damon Stoudemire. Come on, man. Amari Stoudemire. Come on, man. Amari Stoudemire. Come on, man. Like, it's sad. It was very sad to see that. But once you know, when you know, you know what's time. When you know, you know. But shout out to Kyrie, man. People think it was an apology, and it wasn't. He said the same thing he said on the podium. I'm not being divisive. That doesn't mean I agree with everything inside the documentary. He said it on the podium, and they still kept attacking him. So now you have to ask yourself, after all that stuff they did, trying to make him out to be this monster, right? Kyrie still stand on the same thing he said in the press conference. All he had to do is pay a 500K fine. He didn't change nothing. And you got people in the comments saying, man, he folded, man. You got people, yeah, we got his ass. He an idiot. It's like, do y'all ever listen? Do y'all read and listen? What's up with y'all reading comprehension skills, bro? The man repeated what he said on the podium on the press conference. He repeated the same thing. They did a slick, in my opinion, it's a slick way of finding somebody. So that whatever organization that is against hate speech, Jewish hate speech, they just find that they just stole $1 million, in my opinion. They just stole $1 million. That's it. They just stole $1 million. Why would the Nets? Well, ask yourself this: why would the Nets join in with the 500K? Why would they do that? That sounds weird, right? Okay, we coming at Kyrie Irving, but we gonna find both of y'all. Why would you find both of us? Something ain't right about that. I'm gonna find both of y'all and send it to hate speech organization. Now, if you ever familiar about organizations, you understand that a lot of them organizations don't do what they say they gonna do with the money, and it just doesn't make any sense. A hate speech organization doesn't make no sense in my opinion, but that's how they run their business, right? So the people that those hate speech group, and we know what who they ran by, they just stole $1 million. They stole $1 million. Basically, it looked like, okay, well, then when they talked to Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving stood his ground like he did in the interview, he clearly, they clearly, in my opinion, they clearly see how stupid they look. They clearly see how stupid they look coming after somebody who never spoke a word. So in my opinion, they had to do something because um they just made it look ridiculous. So it was a cop out move, in my opinion. Just pay some money and then make a statement. Because what can they do? What could they actually do? If I never uttered a word of anything, of any part that I liked or didn't like, how can you call me anti Semitic if I didn't utter a word? How can you say that? If I didn't utter a word, where is the anti Semitic? Where is it? They couldn't find it. Pay attention. This was a straight cop out move, bro. Not by Kyrie Irving, by the two organizations who tried to come out against them. When the smoke cleared, they had nothing on the man. So this was the best way to present to the public, because he has to be punished. So they'll just throw a fine. You ever seen a situation where a person thought they was right, and then when the smoke clears, everybody is saying that they wrong, and you have those certain people who can't apologize, right? So so that they'll just so they'll just make they'll brew up something that's still like it's not a real apology, but they'll like probably try to like bring some old shit in there. You ever seen that? That's what this is. They got caught red-handed, blowing stuff out of proportion. So they like, okay, well, just do this right here. Just do this. Just do this. Just do that. They have nothing on Kyrie, man. They had nothing on the man. They had nothing on the man, and when the smoke cleared, they say, "Damn, we look stupid, man." The man never spoke no words. The man never spoke any words. It was just a post. So you're putting words in his mouth. They had nothing, man. And I was at work like, yo, whoever he got to talk to, whenever they sit down and talk, they're going to see this is cap. I was at work thinking that, and then before I got off, I think before I got off, I was able to see, or right when I got off, something like that, I was able to see that's exactly what happened. Y'all did all this for what? because something you don't like. I didn't say what parts I like. It's people who like the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. Are you going to say that they like to see those type of men killed? Is that what you're going to say? That's not what you say. You say, "Oh, word, it's good. Yes, it's good. You should check it out." So that's what I believe, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I think this was a cop out. Once they sat down and they realized Kyrie never spoke a word, they had nothing. But they didn't want to just they didn't want to say, "Well, Kyrie, you in the clear, man. Go ahead, do your thing. We made a mistake." They couldn't do that. They couldn't come out and say we made a mistake, even though they did. Even though it's on Amazon, even though I'm allowed to share whatever I want to share, they couldn't say that because they bigged it. They digged a big hole in the media by just going on a slander campaign. They smeared and slandered his name for days. So the best thing they could have said is, "All right, bro, just donate 500K to the hate speech. Tell me, I'm lying." Because if the people who has an organization for anti-Semitic hate speech towards Jews couldn't even find anything, ask yourself that. The people who has an organization for anti-hate speech, anti-Semitic speech towards Jews, they couldn't find anything. So the best way they can say is, "All right, man, just donate to the hate speech." Because why are we even here, bro? I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing illegal. What are you talking about? It's common sense, man. So all the people who went after him, they look stupid right now, but they're not going to admit it. They're not going to admit how dumb they look coming after him for no reason. Yeah, he's stupid. He's dumb. Here goes Shaq. The basketball, bring us together, and we gotta do this stupid, this idiot. Like what? Why, nigga? I didn't do this. What are you talking about? Whenever I do something, y'all the ones who talking about it. You can just talk basketball. Y'all choose not to talk basketball. So you got people like Shaq blaming Kyrie. Why they so involved in his off-court life when they don't have to be? You don't have to be all. Y'all don't have to bother me what I do off court. Y'all don't have to talk about that. They choose to talk about it. They get paid to talk about it. Man, yeah, Shaq disappointed me, man. Like, god damn. We already know Chuck. Chuck is a flip-flop in it. Shaq, though, Shaq disappointed me with that. Y'all let me know, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think about? Y'all think Kyrie folded? Or y'all think Kyrie stood his ground? I'm letting you know right now. I believe it was a cop-out move. They could not come out to the public and say, "Oh man, we made a mistake." It was definitely a big mistake. Slanderous days reports. They couldn't come out and say, "We made a big mistake. My bad, Kyrie. You made a big mistake. They did too much. All right, man. Just pay 500K to hate speech." See? Ain't no apology. And he apologized. Bro, he said the same thing he said in the press in the post game interview. That doesn't mean I believe everything in the video. It's just something that I think my people need to see. That's it. And he said it right back in his speech, right back in the article. He said the same thing again. Man, he backed up. I'm like, people, man. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Cash App Soul Mirror 29, PayPal Suicide Ace 29. I see y'all next video. Peace.